Alright everyone, here I am with a finished charcoal drawing, and I'm going to show you how to protect your drawing by spraying it with fixative. This works with pastel as well, charcoal pencil, color pencil, basically any dry media, especially things that smudge easily like charcoal and chalk pastel. You want to protect your drawing once it's finished with fixative. There's permanent fixative, and then there is workable fixative. I prefer to use workable fixative because then if I notice something about my drawing after I think I'm done with it, as is often the case, if I spray it with workable fixative, I can still go in and make changes. It will be difficult to erase charcoal because the fixative binds the charcoal to the paper, but if I want to add charcoal or pastel, whatever you're working with, you can do that with workable fixative. So I'm using Krylon workable fixative here, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's preferable to spray with your drawing in a vertical position, so you can attach it to a drawing board or tape it to the back of whatever surface you're spraying on. I'm actually spraying inside of a fume hood or a ventilation hood that is specifically for this purpose. So if you're spraying against, for example, a wall at home, you really want to protect that wall by putting down some newsprint or newspaper or other kinds of scrap paper so that you don't get workable fixative on your walls. The way we do this, besides being vertical, you want to keep a distance of about 6 to 8 inches when you're spraying. You don't want to get too close, because if you get too close, the mist is going to turn to liquid and could pool on your paper and then drip down, and that's going to ruin your drawing. If you're too far away, then the mist just won't reach the paper, especially if you do have a fume hood turned on, because this is like sucking up the air, right? So you want to be about 6 to 8 inches from your drawing. You don't want to spray vertically you don't want to spray horizontally if you can avoid it, because especially when the fixative is running low, the can might drip, and again, that might fall on your drawing as a drop and not look good. So we want to spray in a vertical position. The other key thing is to spray multiple coats, depending on how heavy your application of your charcoal or color pencil, pastel, whatever it was you used. If you have a very thick, heavy application of material, such as I do here, these areas of compressed charcoal, you want to do at least 3 coats. 2 is the bare minimum, 3 is better. And you want to, when you spray, you want your strokes as you spray. Each coat should be going in a different direction to ensure full coverage. For example, when I start my first coat, I might go horizontally, then my next coat vertical, and my third coat diagonal. After you do your 3 coats, you can lightly test an area to see if the fixative has indeed bound the charcoal or whatever your media is to the paper. And if you need to do additional coats, again, cross strokes, so I could go diagonal in this direction. And then if I needed to do a 5th coat, you usually won't have to go that far, but if you needed to, you could just repeat the cycle again. Alright, when I turn the fume hood on, it's going to get very loud and it's not going to be easy to talk. So I am going to be also pausing the video between coats, because you do want to wait about a minute, about 60 seconds between coats, to ensure that the coat that you have just laid down has dried. You also want to do that because you want the fume hood to have the chance to do its job and suck up the excess spray, because this stuff is, I don't want to say it's toxic, but if you smell it too much, it's going to make you feel funny. So, you know, we got to be careful with that. All right. So I'm going to turn it on, and also you want to shake this. You want to shake this for about 2 minutes. So yeah, I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to turn the fume hood on. All right, here's my first coat. All right, I'm about to do my second coat. Full disclosure, I actually had sprayed this drawing before, but my phone didn't record the video that I made. So you might notice that it's getting a little bit more textured than it had been originally. In part, that might be because of the excess fixative that is now on it, but that's okay because this is workable fixative. So if I need to smooth that out afterwards, I can. But anyway, second coat. Lastly, third coat. Diagonal. Alright, so once you've given all of your coats a chance to dry, you can test by touching the drawing in an inconspicuous place. And my finger's clean. No charcoal came off. That means it's good. Alright, so that's how you spray a drawing to protect it. That's all. Hope this helps. That's all, folks.